Captain's Log, starring on August 3rd, 2026. Hello, class. Welcome back to another episode premiere of Talkshow at Night. I am Catalina, your co-host, and Creation aka Lucario says, hello, class. Welcome back to another following topic of Talkshow at Night, where we cover people on the internet and call them out for their actions. So, the topic that we are going to talk about today, we are continuing back with another Connor Meditz action, folks. It appears that Connor Meditz has finally officially appeared back on YouTube, folks. And yes, we have information upon that with the smart Lucario and yours truly, Creation. So, let's give a little bit of a rundown for what I found out. Apparently, the smart Lucario found a Twitter post upon Connor's actions on Twitter, for people that don't know. Apparently, Mr. Connor the Weasel decided to make a comeback to YouTube, apparently. So, to basically rearrange the Adventure Team Cringe community and etc. etc. And I kind of found that baloney for what Creation has informed me about. Creation even said it's really funny that he likes to make his comebacks to basically say he's changed when clearly he's all about guilt tripping and lying all the time. And associating with pedophiles that I also found out because apparently for what I also found out from the people that he was associated with, for people that don't know who Skymation Production is, aka Skylar Jones, Skylar is a PDF file. And for people that don't know who he is another popular YouTuber from the Adventure Team group that I found out that he does a lot of nasty red flag materials on DeviantArt. Because how I know that, before people ask, let's just say I used to be his follower on DeviantArt. Used to, way back then, a long time ago. Not today though. It was like somewhere in mid 2023, if I last recall. Skylar Jones was a person who basically favorited a lot of NSFW pics of females and etc. etc. And a side note, he also had a thing for Starlight Glimmer from Equestria Girls. And I don't know how to point this out, but yuck. I just say, that's gross, dude. What the fuck are you thinking? Yuck. So yeah, that's what I said. So we have gathered more information upon Connor Meditz that we're going to present to you, class. So with that, I'm going to present to you our first documentary upon Connor's actions on Google Drive that we also gathered that we're going to present to you. So let me screen share my my slide real fast. So give me just a second. So yeah, because we have gathered more information upon Connor's actions that we're going to solve. So to quick recap where we last left off, we left off to where Connor had a alternate account, this guy here, when he called my old username here, Talkshow Haven Channel. That's my used to be my mention name, but I changed it to something else because for people that don't know, I basically turned off my mentions because I do not want to get mentioned without consent. To where yeah, yet again, I was kind of untrustworthy with people and I don't give anybody sympathy or any appreciation whatsoever, so just keep that in mind. But okay, so as soon as I found this for what Omega Emperor, another fellow victim that is a part with us. Yeah, for people that don't know, Omega Emperor is also in our Talk Show at Night server. If you guys want to join us in the description down below, you'll ask you a few questions to make sure you're not part of any discussing communities that we do not wish to be a part of, etc., etc. Or if you're victims, any victims we call out. Yeah, that's pretty much what that's for. So. But yeah, so then as soon as we found this, me and Creation literally had a fucking laughing fit about this post when clearly he knows that he ain't gonna get out for long. So, knowing him, he's gonna fuck up once more. Even Creation said in DMs, Creation is literally the worst of our time for making us look like the bad person when clearly all we're doing is we're just spreading awareness upon his actions, thanks to the smart Lucario, Ben Mazza, and Cosmic, and so many other victims that he harassed. When clearly we're just doing what's right. That's all we're freaking doing, so there's nothing bad there, so who's to say that you think you're in the right when clearly you're always in the wrong, Connor? You always know that. So then, now, here is more information we got here. Here is his new YouTube channel that is currently still up on YouTube. Dreamer Productions. Hashtag Dreamer Productions 88790. So, this is his new YouTube channel that we found from the Smart Lucario, and boy, oh boy. Oh, let's just say, as soon as when I found that out, oh, we found a video that was placed upon him too, and OMG. The Smart Lucario actually did a hell of a good job for the video that he posted, in which we're going to present that at the very end, because I know it's not much to cover, but we're presenting. Wow. Tongue twister. Sorry, just had a brain fart. Let me phrase that. We have a lot of information from Connor that we have gathered thanks to Smart Lucario that we're going to present at the very end of our session before we wrap the show up, because we have another topic elsewhere we're going to solve at the very end of the day. So yeah, we come across his dumb community tab that we found here. So it says here, so I'm going to improv this in a stupid Connor Meditz voice, so do keep in mind, because I'm only doing this for improv, so here goes. Dear members of the spoofing / identity community, yes, it is me, Peter Stone / Derek Hogan again. But please do not throw a fit about what I'm about to say right now. And if you are reading this, which I am unsure if you will at this point on, but whatever. That means it's quite some time since the incident where I mistakenly call out the Adventure Team Cringe community for thinking that it is toxic, when clearly it is not. Correction, Connor. And I even said this when I first read this out loud, when I was with a session with a friend elsewhere who will not be named. So before you ask, there will be no names that will be brought up to this presentation. This is going to be all about Connor. And keep in mind, please do not harass or attack Connor, please. We are only doing this for showcase purposes, so please do not harass or attack any people we call out. We're only just doing this to spread awareness, that's it. So, I want to just point this out since, I know I did say this, way back then, excuse me, that apparently the way that he really acts right now, and I said this once back with my session with a group of friends elsewhere, and I'm going to say this right here and now, so please be in mind, no offense. He acts like a complete retard. And clearly, he still does. The only funny thing is, he acts like that just because he wants sympathy and trustworthy to make people understand and say, oh, well, don't worry about your past actions. We can just move on from it, right? Clearly, no. Most people will remember that till the day you die. I think. I don't know. But no, yet again, it's not funny that you're still taking the escape card and playing victim. No, come on. You just don't learn from your fuck-ups, don't you? And don't care if I act like Ben Mazza or Flutterio or Spanish Giovanni, I can't pronounce his name, I'm so sorry. So if he hears that, so Spanish, I'll just call him Spanish G for short, okay, I'm sorry. But Spanish G, if you also hear this, I'm so sorry for your username, it's just hard to pronounce, so if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, please, I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, no, so yeah, anyway, we're gonna continue on. So then next it says, and for that I am sorry and I do apologize. I know what I did was very stupid and wrong of me, and yet I went let me phrase that. Sorry, let me read that. Sorry, I'm just trying to freaking read my mind. Sorry, I just freaking woke up, so I'm a little on edge. Sorry. And for that I am sorry and I do apologize. I knew what I did was very stupid and wrong of me, and yet I went it with anyway. I don't understand why. His typing is so bad edited. I'm gonna be honest, it's badly edited. Creation just said, his typing is very stupid. He acts like a 6-year-old. clearly you're not wrong. Okay, Creation, thank you. Because I was so stressed and frustrated with everyone, both on here and real life. Kyle White was right now about the way I acted, and now I am unsure if he can forgive me again. Heck, I am even sorry for those users who ever tried to tell me what I was doing was wrong, and I need to calm down and be a lot nicer. I guess I got so caught up in with being protecting my friend's reputation that I didn't know the path I was gonna wind up going down to, and know that, and now know, excuse me, that some of you may or may not forgive me for it. And if that is the case, then I guess we just have to move on and let bygones be bygones and continue our way throughout both real life and on the internet. I know how life can't always be famous for certain materials for being big-headed. Clearly, you have a big head. You're just like Dib from fucking Invader Zim. No offense, but just saying. For the sake of my behavior, so I am willing to let things go and move on both here and in real life. And some of you leave the past alone and never bring up or start drama again. Because I really want to change and grow, because it mainly starts by fixing my mistakes and working with you guys again. Clearly, and I just said this to you again, and I'm gonna say this one last fucking time. You're a retard, you're a scumbag, and you're all above a fucking predator on the internet who needs to be dealt with. Most people like them are not gonna fucking realize what you did is fucking wrong, or the way that you say it, it's really stupid. Because you just want sympathy and appreciation for that Adventure Team group as you're associated with a pedophile named Skylar Jones. That also sickens me, dude. What the fuck? Like, can you not clearly understand that you're into a real big scenario where you're into a big hot water mess with something that you're gonna do? Because clearly you don't see the facts that you're gonna be in serious trouble for what you just put Connor, or excuse me, you just put Ben Maza, Flutterio, Cosmic, Spanish G, the Smart Lucario, and me through this scenario. Because, wow, I don't know what to say at this point, but no. Clearly, you really don't learn from your fuck ups, don't you, Connor? Ask yourself this. If you really want to change, how can you change? If you want to be a better person, how can you change? Because clearly, as what Creation just said to me, pedophiles like yourself will never fucking change. Some people can and realize their mistakes when clearly they have, for most of it, but most people don't. And I'll be honest with you, they never do. I've done major research, and as what Creation has gathered for me, oh, everything I found was all true. So here you are, playing victim again. And especially using your autistic card as an excuse, oh hell no. Not for a long chat. So now, never again. So please, take this all in with a grain of salt, and please feel free to ask or explain to others that I apologize for everything, and will be also looking forward for having another better future. For not just myself, but for everyone. Thank you for understanding. Peter Stone / Derek Hogan, formerly PSTC Productions / CTC Productions. Yeah, sure. That's a real lame apology, dude. Really lame. Yawn. I'm not amused. Ugh. So yeah, so I think that's where we got to where he mentioned all of these people who are still associated from the Adventure Team group, especially right here, Sky Mason Jones, aka Skylar Jones, is right here, folks. The pedophile that he's friends with is right here. And I think I wanted to give a little bit of a summary here too about Skymation Productions. Me and Creation are gonna be soon making a talk show premiere upon his playlist and his content, and have a good laugh and talk about it soon. So keep that in mind. We will get to that point when we have the chance. So that way, that would be solved. So, yeah. And I think that should be it. Yeah, I think that's it there. So, here's that. So then next we also have a special video that we have Upon Connor Meditz. So I will get there in just a second. Made by the smart Lucario, yours truly. That apparently he made a video upon his actions. So we're gonna get started with that now. So viewer beware, viewer discretion's advised. Enjoy the video.
Of the spiffing/adventure team community. Yes, it is me, Peter Stone/Garrett Hogan again. But please don't throw a fit over what I'm about to say right now. If you are reading this, which I'm unsure, if you will at this point on but whatever, then that means it's been quite some time since the incident where I mistakenly called out the adventure team community for thinking that it is toxic when really it is not. And for that, I am sorry and I do apologize. I knew what I did was very stupid and wrong of me, and yet I went with it anyway, because I was so stressed and frustrated with everyone both on here and in real life. Kyle White was right about the way I acted, and now, I'm unsure if he can forgive me again. Heck, I'm even sorry for those users who tried to tell me that what I was doing was wrong, and I need to calm down and be a lot nicer. I guess I got so caught up with protecting my friend's reputation that I didn't know the path I was kinda lined up going down to, and I know now that some of you may or may not forgive for it, and if that is the case, then I guess I just need to move on and let bygones be bygones and continue on my way through life both in real life and in the internet. I now know that life can't always be about being famous for certain materials and being big-head for the sake of my behavior, so I'm willing to let things go and move on both here and in real life. If some of you leave the past alone and never bring up or start drama again, because I really want to change and grow, but it mainly starts with fixing my mistakes and working with you guys again. So please, take this all in with a grain of salt. And please feel free to ask or explain to others that I apologize for everything, and will be looking forward to having a better future, for not just myself, but for everyone. Thank you for understanding. Peter Stone/Garrett Hogan, formerly BSTC Productions/CTC Productions. Max Jackson 1847, Fiber Heathers Channel, Edge 423, Annika Boomhart. Bentha Health Blood Curate, Sophia's Camel 1611, Avid Channel 29 Entertainment 8, The Imaginator 972, Skymation Productions of 9 ounces, Princess Creation 3452, Dragon Rock 6862, Animal and the Omanahana 1919, Renegade of Humor TM, Martha Goldsperkle 930, Ryan Moise Neil Mahan Hater to Key 9.
So then this is where we presented this, so it gets pretty better. And I think there was like an audio that I'm gonna probably mute, so I'll play this out and stuff. So then we see that from the Smart Lucario's end. Then we read, so Connor Meditz returned to the internet again about a specific incident that happened to calling the adventure team community toxic. Wow. Let's find out what really happened. So then, for people that don't know, he also has a MeWe account. For people that don't know, he has MeWe. MeWe is another website that he also has for potential reasons, which I find it fucking obnoxiously dumb of him, that he wants to change when clearly he's not going to get sympathy out of me, you know that. So then next I want to say, for this, it says, I want to apologize to Max Jackson. Please, I really need him. I can't live in a boring world without him. I miss him just as much as I miss every one of you guys. I'm sorry for everything. Please don't do this. I think this is where he basically didn't go their ways with that group, if I'm right. I don't know, but if somebody has some summary upon Connor that has information upon this, feel free to send this to me or Creation if you want to. If you want to join our Discord server, the link will be in the description down below, like we said. So only if you wish. So then next it gets worse. It says, in May, I'm really a low cat in my choice yet. I don't care anymore. I'm done with trying. I may as well as never have come here to begin with. Well, yeah, then why are you here? That's a good question to ask yourself. Why are you here then, dumbass? Because as I keep telling you again and again and again, you never learn from your fuck ups now, don't you, Connor? You never do. We need to talk now. No. So apparently, Max Jackson was another victim upon Connor's actions. Okay, well, that's just wow. That's just unbelievable. Wow. So he harassed another individual. How quaint. Wow. It seems like the medical retardation. Wow, retardation. Okay, thank you, Smart Lucario, for recapping that. Has really started to kick in, does it, Connor? Smartass who claims to be quote unquote high functioning, don't ya? Wow. Yeah, wow, that's just something. I have autism. I have autism too, boy. Dibs, me too. Me too, Smart Lucario. You and me both, buddy. And high functioning, but it seems like you don't understand the complexity of boundaries and social standards. But continue to make delusional stories to claim that you've changed. Where's the change in the room? Yeah, clearly, like as what Cosmic said, is the change in the room with us because we don't see it. Obviously, even creation doesn't even see it at all. As he just confirmed to me, nope, he won't change one bit. So there's no change out of him. So nope, we're not gonna stand by that. Uh. The change in your, the change in the room in your definition from almost all summer. 1. When he went after me in Omega. 2. When I basically got this from Connor's actions. Because if I remember, I think this is where I gathered this one, or if it was Smart Lucario. I don't know. I might have probably lost count, but I'll have to look back. But yeah. But no, like, seeing all of this, and there's another one too. This is where basically Smart Lucario went after Smart Lucario went after Connor. Ever since when he went after freaking me and Omega from that community tab. And he literally just chewed his ass out to where Connor actually deleted the community tab when clearly, oh my god, that was funny. I'll be honest, that was funny. Even other people elsewhere who was, despising the Adventure Team group, yeah, they were doing the same thing and double ganging upon Connor too. When clearly, it's cool that you want to make some points with Connor, but just don't go full on harass him, because no, we're not trying to do that. All we're trying to do is just spread awareness for his actions to show him what he really is, because his true colors don't fucking lie. So who's to say that you think that you have really changed when clearly, again, where is the change in the room by chance? Because again, I clearly don't see shit. I clearly don't. So you just basically got shit up your ass to where you think I'm gonna let this slide. So do I think I'm gonna let this slide? Here's my point. No. Creation even said no, he's not gonna let that slide either. Even if he has to make memes upon Connor too, he might tag in with the Smart Lucario for this one too. Not a bad idea. Okay. So then next it gets more. It says, I feel like we need to talk right now. There is much I can take from you from a group of bullies and trolls. Please try to understand. Clearly, you don't fucking scare me, dude. Like, clearly, you don't scare Smart Lucario at all. I bet he has enough balls of steel to fucking reason with you. Really. I know him better than you. And by the definition of change, to mind to continue to stalk and lie? Oh yeah, which he still does. What did you do almost all summer is beg, lie, and cry. That one time where you claim yourself living in an apartment with autistic roommates. Oops, another lie there, Sonny Jim. It's funny that you can't make a good story that you wanted to be an animator, writer, and director in your profile. I don't see the change here anywhere. Maybe you just dropped out of college from your outburst from October 2025 to March 26. Ouch. Burn. Roasted. It never gets better. Scream a warning. And then this is his mugshot when he was a clown, I believe. That's funny. Now get back. Now go change your shorts and get back to work. And yeah, so I guess that's the end of that video right there. So yeah. So there is that for you folks. So there's that. So yeah, I think that is probably the end of that session there. So yeah, so with that being said, yeah, I guess that's probably the end there. So, before we wrap things up, so if Connor ever does fuck up again, we're gonna make more content upon his actions soon. So, yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna be focusing on another episode premiere elsewhere. So, with that being said, yeah, I guess this is gonna be the wrap of Talkshow at Night for Connor Meditz. And if Connor sees us right now, Connor, you do know that you don't scare me one bit. So, the next time you keep fucking up, boy, you know that Smart Lucario is gonna be on to you, right? So, I'll just mark my words. So, thanks for pointing that out. Creation even said, and don't be like Connor Meditz at all because he is just a waste of everybody's fucking time. So, yeah, I'll just beat that in mind. So, okay. So with that being said, this has been Talkshow at Night. I have been Catalina, your co-host, and Creation, aka Lucario, says for his final statements, stay tuned for our next topic for Talkshow at Night, and this has been Creation, and I will sign off here. So thanks for tuning in. Alright, so with that being said, thank you for tuning in, folks. So this has been Talkshow at Night. Thanks for tuning in, and you guys stay safe. Have a good night, and stay safe. Bye-bye.